Hello everybody, and today I want to talk about the technique to optimize the performance of your application. So the first thing is it already fast, but it's not fast out of the box. You have to apply some technique to bring out the maximize performance of your application. And the first rule is you need to find out the slow component in your application and how can you do it. Okay, now I open my old application, and in the URL of my application should add declaration performance, and then I relog my website. So I already opened the Chrome Dev tool at here. Let me clear everything. So now I want to do some action and record it into the Chrome Dev tool and check the performance of the particular component. Okay, let me do an example. So I click on the record button. Yeah, now I do some action like upload to cloud. Okay, now I can stop. Yeah, so we can see here. Now I select an area to check and open the user timing session. Yes, I zoom it a bit to see how long it takes. Okay, and when I hover I hover the mouse into here, I will see the rendering time for each component. And so when you have the information, you can easily to identify the slow component, and you can look after your component and find out how to optimize it. That's it. Okay, that's the first technique, and the second technique is very simple. So usually you implement your component with component class from React. It's okay, but it has some drawback that it doesn't the component doesn't compare the old prop and new prop. So it's always render your component. Is the although the untrue that the result can be similar. So React have another component is the build component, and the build component is totally similar to component, but it have one advantage. It will compare the state and prop with the old state and prop. If there is no change, it don't have to re-render your component. And let me do an example. So I just import our component like this. And then I implement my component. Okay, I should have implement my component with the pure component. Yeah, so at here everything still the same, but same except that pure component will do the shallow compare your state and prop before re-render your component again. Okay, and that's the second technique. Here is the third technique. The third technique is about fixing one of our trivial mistake when we render our component. So we usually bind our method into pass the method into a React event like this. Yeah. So at here, you might think that because there is no prop and stay in this component, so the virtual DOM will take care of this component and never re-render this component, but it's not true. The true is because here you use an arrow function, so it's always return a new anonymous function every time the render method is called, and your component will always be rendered equal a lot of time for our component. So how can we avoid this behavior? Yeah, it's very simple. So when we implement our method, we just use the arrow function for a method. Okay, so at here you pass the button into on click directly without any arrow function, and at here you already buy the button click into the component with arrow function at here. So this component the result of this time the result of the render function of this component will always the same. So React will not render it again. That's it. Okay, and this is the final technique. So we just don't forget to turn on the production view for our application. We should need to set the not env to production when you run the build. When you build it, it's very easy, right? It can bring it can improve the performance of your application from 5 to 10 times, but it will and it also decrease the bundle size, but it will lose the ability to debug or type checking. Okay, thank you for watching my video. If you have any technique, you can talk with me in the comment section. Thank you.